Chosen One. There is someone right now whose entire world is quietly beginning to collapse. Someone who once crossed your path with arrogance, believing they were untouchable. They looked at you and saw weakness where they should have seen unimaginable power. They underestimated the divine force moving through you, mistaking calmness for fragility and silence for submission. This person is laughing at you right now, wearing that same smug smile, speaking in that same condescending tone that once questioned your abilities. Remember that arrogance. Remember how they convinced others that you were nothing special. How they gathered an audience to mock you, thinking their cleverness made them superior, believing they controlled the narrative about who you are. But here's the truth about those who mock the sacred. They always learn the hard way. You don't just carry power, you are power incarnate, walking in human form. The universe keeps flawless records, and this person's account is overflowing with evidence of disrespect toward someone who should have been approached with reverence. Right now, the cosmic wheels of justice are already in motion. The divine machinery is awakening, aligning itself with your energy. Soon you will witness something that will remind you exactly who you are and why certain people should never have dared to test you. The storm is already forming, and this arrogant soul has no idea they're standing directly in its path. You've seen this before. The coworker who tried stealing your credit, only to lose everything in ways that seemed unrelated. The friend who spread rumors only to have their own secrets revealed for all to see. The family member who mocked your intuition, later facing the exact situation you had warned them about. But this one is different. They didn't just approach the line of disrespect, and they crossed it without hesitation. They didn't just dismiss your wisdom. They turned it into a spectacle, transforming your sacred energy into the punchline of a cruel joke. They gathered witnesses not to listen to your truth, but to watch it be ridiculed. Disrespecting you became trendy, a collective sport to diminish your light and feed their fragile ego. They believed building an audience around your humiliation would protect them from consequences. But that assumption was catastrophically wrong. What they didn't realize is that this wasn't merely a personal attack. It was a violation of cosmic law, an assault against the divine order that protects chosen ones. They broke ancient spiritual protocols older than any human civilization. The magnitude of this offense demands a response equal to its audacity, and the universe never delays justice. Small cracks are already forming in their life, plans unraveling, alliances weakening, confidence fading. The laughter that once sounded so proud now carries the faint tremor of fear. Their jokes about you no longer land. The energy has shifted, and even they can feel it. The unraveling has begun, and what's coming next will be remembered for years. The same audience that laughed at you will soon witness their spectacular fall from grace. Because what they never understood is that your energy isn't ordinary. Your very DNA carries divine authorization. Every cell in your being vibrates with frequencies directly connected to the operating systems of the cosmos. To attack you is to attack a cosmic asset protected by ancient forces. The moment they made you their entertainment, they unknowingly triggered an ancient defense mechanism, one that has safeguarded souls like yours since the dawn of time. Now, invisible watchers have marked their behavior as a threat to divine order. The response that's coming isn't random. It's precise, tailor-made to their method of mockery. They used laughter as a weapon, so their own joy will drain from life in ways they can't explain. They turned others against you through ridicule, so those same people will abandon them when they need support the most. They made entertainment out of your sacred energy. Now their downfall will become entertainment for others. The same cosmic forces that move galaxies have turned their attention toward this arrogant soul who dared to play games with a chosen one. And as the last echo of their laughter fades, it will transform into silence. The kind that only comes when the universe delivers its final lesson. Never mock what was divinely protected from the very beginning. They've already identified the exact pressure points in this person's life that will deliver the maximum impact. Not to destroy, but to educate. You may not see the watchers, but trust me, they see everything. From the very moment this individual set intentions against you, their energy signature was marked, logged, and observed. Every smirk, every dismissive gesture, every attempt to diminish your light has been recorded in cosmic archives. The intervention protocols are already active, and the countdown toward karmic correction has begun. You don't need to understand the mechanics of how this divine machinery operates. You just need to know that it does. While they're busy laughing, forces far beyond their comprehension are orchestrating their lesson. While they're gathering allies in mockery, the universe is gathering circumstances to teach them humility and respect. Your kindness was mistaken for weakness, your calmness for powerlessness, and your restraint for inability. But the truth is the opposite. Your gentleness is the mark of controlled strength. Your silence the calm before a divine storm. Think back to every time you were underestimated, every condescending tone that questioned your insight, every patronizing reaction when you tried to guide someone toward wisdom they couldn't grasp. Their smugness was their own undoing. Every act of arrogance was another shovel digging their cosmic grave. The irony is beautiful. The more you chose peace over retaliation, the stronger the pressure built in the spiritual system protecting you. Every time you stayed composed while others lost control, the universe took note. Your voice never needed to rise because your energy already spoke louder than any argument. You never needed to defend yourself because the universe has been your defense attorney all along, and this attorney never loses. Every moment of calmness under attack wasn't weakness. It was divine patience, amplifying the magnitude of what's now about to unfold. Beneath all their laughter, something about you always unsettled them. They sensed your power even if they couldn't name it. That's why they needed an audience, because deep down, they were trying to convince themselves that you weren't what their intuition already knew you were. The thunder within you doesn't have to roar to be felt, it resonates through dimensions, shaking reality at its core. To the pure-hearted, your energy feels like warmth and protection. To the corrupt, it feels like judgment and consequence. This person made their choice the moment they decided to test you. Now, the lesson begins, a demonstration of what happens when someone mistakes a sleeping giant for an easy target. The laughter they used as a shield was never confidence, it was fear wearing a mask. The mockery they spread wasn't superiority, it was desperation trying to disguise insecurity. They sensed your power, and instead of respecting it, they waged war against it. Now the cosmic forces that guard you are preparing to show exactly how such wars end. Victory was never in question, only the scale of the lesson to be learned. The system of cosmic justice doesn't operate like human courts. It doesn't require evidence, witnesses, or arguments. It reads energy. It analyzes intention. It measures imbalance and calculates correction with precision no human judge could fathom. Right now, that process is underway. Your story, your pain, and their actions are being reviewed in full. But what's even more fascinating is how deep this response goes. The universe doesn't just address what was done directly to you. It addresses every ripple those actions caused. Every person who joined in the laughter is being tracked. Every mind that was poisoned against you is being documented. Every seed of doubt planted about your name is being cataloged in the cosmic ledger. Nothing escapes the eyes of divine justice. The accounting is precise, the balance inevitable, and when the scales settle, everyone involved will understand one truth. Mocking a chosen one is never entertainment. It's an initiation into their own awakening. Every single thought they ever entertained about harming you has been recorded, not in human memory, but in the quantum fields that stretch far beyond physical dimensions. Every word spoken against your name vibrated through the fabric of space, embedding itself into frequencies that the universe itself monitors. Every action taken to diminish your light has been weighed and measured by an intelligence far beyond human comprehension. The universe keeps immaculate records, and this person's account is now deep in cosmic deficit. The collection process has already begun, and when cosmic debt collectors move, they never fail to reclaim what's owed. But make no mistake, this isn't chaotic revenge. It's precision justice. Every consequence will match the exact frequency of the offense. The same tools they used to harm you will now turn on them with surgical accuracy. They weaponized social influence to turn others against you. Now, social dynamics will crumble beneath them. Laughter was used to humiliate you. Now their capacity for joy will fade until laughter itself feels alien. Lies were spread to stain your reputation. Now truth will surface about them so devastating that their credibility will dissolve completely. Reputation damage was their intention. Reputation collapse will be their outcome. They siphoned energy to weaken you. Vitality will drain from them in ways no doctor can diagnose. They turned others against you. Now those same people will abandon them at the precise moment they need support most. This is the poetry of divine balance. Flawless, elegant, undeniable. The mouth that once mocked your insight will soon whisper desperate pleas for mercy that no one will hear. The hands that waved away your warnings will tremble as those very warnings manifest. The eyes that rolled in mockery will widen in terror when they see reality turn against them. Justice won't just arrive swiftly. It will arrive with purpose, education, and transformation. The precision of this cosmic correction will be so breathtaking that even witnesses who once doubted spiritual law will fall silent in awe. The same audience that laughed at you will now be forced to watch this spectacular reversal, a divine classroom where arrogance meets accountability. Somewhere right now, that person's phone is buzzing with bad news. Their perfectly crafted plans are collapsing like a house of cards in a hurricane. Their mind is spinning, trying to make sense of why everything is suddenly crumbling. And in that moment, their laughter catches in their throat. You can almost feel their panic as realization dawns. This wasn't harmless fun. It was a declaration of war against forces they never understood. The progression is always the same. First comes confusion. How could everything go wrong so quickly? Then denial. This can't be connected to what they did to you. But then, slowly, comes the truth. The dawning horror that maybe, just maybe, they underestimated who they were dealing with. You can see it in their eyes as the color drains from their face, their breath shallow, their hands trembling. The same mouth that once laughed at you now gasps in disbelief. The same eyes that rolled dismissively are wide with dread. Every emotion they projected onto you is now returning. Inverted, intensified, undeniable. Watch how swiftly their supporters scatter. Those who once laughed the loudest now rush to distance themselves, pretending they never really agreed with the mockery. The audience they gathered to witness your humiliation now becomes an unwilling audience to their downfall. The same social energy they manipulated has turned into a storm of consequences they can't escape. This is the collision point, their arrogance meeting your divine protection. Every insult, every attempt to make you small, every smirk of superiority has led to this precise moment. The reckoning isn't just karmic, it's cosmic. They're no longer laughing, no longer mocking, no longer pretending to be in control. They're too busy trying to survive the tidal wave of consequences crashing over their life. A wave perfectly timed, perfectly tailored, and utterly unstoppable. The universe just delivered them a masterclass in the difference between the chosen ones and the ordinary. The lesson was not gentle. It was absolute, unforgettable, and transformative. What this person is going through will become a legendary case study in divine justice. And the witnesses, they're already talking. The The same people who once ignored your intuition, who rolled their eyes at your warnings, are now whispering in disbelief. Did you see what happened to them? Remember how they treated you? I always knew there was something different about you. Your vindication doesn't come from words. It comes from watching the universe itself speak on your behalf. But this revelation goes deeper than mere payback. Those who once laughed are now remembering other times you tried to warn them about people or situations they couldn't see clearly. They're realizing your insight was never random. It was divine calibration. The very protection that surrounds you, once invisible, is now undeniable. Through what happens to those who dare to test it, your power becomes visible. People are beginning to connect the dots. The ones who once called you paranoid now whisper in awe. How did they know? Why does everything always work out for them? What did we miss? The same individuals who once doubted your perception are now seeking your wisdom. You never needed to prove your truth or defend your intuition. Reality itself became your advocate. The universe presented such irrefutable evidence that even skeptics can no longer deny the connection between that person's actions toward you and their devastating downfall. Now the transformation in how others see you is immediate and permanent. They're not just recognizing your power, they're recognizing their blindness to it. They see now that while they operated on surface logic, you were reading frequencies. While they relied on human understanding, you were tuned to cosmic intelligence. This changes everything. The casual disrespect ends. The doubt in your insight disappears. The dismissal of your intuition becomes unthinkable. Your voice now carries a frequency that commands attention. Word spreads quickly when someone crosses a chosen one and faces cosmic consequences. The story of this person's downfall becomes a whispered legend, a cautionary tale shared in conversations, workplaces, and social circles. People repeat it as a warning. There are certain souls you simply don't mess with, and your name, Chosen One, sits firmly at the top of that list. Other potential challengers observe quietly, adjusting their behavior. They've seen the outcome and decide it's safer to align with divine law than to oppose it. Even those who once joined the laughter are not exempt. The universe doesn't only address the instigator, it corrects every accomplice. Each participant in the mockery now experiences perfectly tailored lessons matching their level of involvement. The ripple of justice expands outward, touching every single person who played a role in your ridicule. Watch how quickly allegiances crumble. Those who once mocked you now scramble to distance themselves, sending messages of apology, pretending they never really meant it. I was just going along with the group, they say. But the divine system isn't fooled. Trust within their circle disintegrates. Their alliances fracture. The very social web they use to attack you collapses into chaos. The person who once tried to isolate you now stands utterly alone. The one who rallied others against you finds themselves abandoned by all. The mockery they aimed at your solitude becomes their new reality, a silence filled with regret. Meanwhile, your reputation as one under divine protection spreads effortlessly. You don't need to promote it. The stories promote themselves. People share testimonies of what happens when someone disrespects your energy. A mythology forms around your name, an aura of cosmic authority that safeguards you permanently. New people entering your orbit already know the unspoken rule. Approach with respect or suffer the consequences of those who didn't. This moment is far more than one arrogant individual's downfall. It's a collective awakening, a reminder to the world that chosen ones are not to be tested, mocked, or underestimated. The universe made sure that lesson was learned, remembered, and never repeated. The universe is using your life as living evidence that certain souls walk under a protection so profound it transcends human understanding. Nothing about your journey is random. Every experience, every encounter, every challenge has been orchestrated with divine precision. You are participating in something vast, ancient, and purposeful, something far beyond what most can comprehend. The one who mocked you unknowingly volunteered to become a living example of cosmic law in action. Their arrogance activated a demonstration meant to educate not just them, but everyone watching about the reality of universal justice. Through their downfall, what was once unseen becomes visible. What was once theoretical becomes experiential. What was once dismissed as spiritual symbolism now stands as undeniable truth. The universe is teaching through them, revealing that divine order is not a myth, it's measurable, precise, and active. And you, chosen one, are the vessel through which this revelation is made clear. We are living in a time of great planetary awakening, and souls like yours have been reactivated with higher frequencies to anchor this new consciousness. The same cosmic forces shaping galaxies are moving through your life story, turning every challenge into a broadcast of divine order. Every time someone disrespects you, they create an opportunity for the universe to display its precision publicly. You're not merely surviving. You're demonstrating how cosmic protection operates. You are a model, a mirror, and a mechanism through which the universe educates humanity. Your purpose stretches far beyond your personal experiences. Each act of divine protection around you raises the global vibration of respect for chosen souls. Every lesson taught through your energy expands collective understanding of how cosmic justice works. The watchers observing your journey aren't passive spectators. They are multi-dimensional inspectors ensuring that universal defense systems are functioning flawlessly. The recent downfall of this person wasn't just personal karma. It was a successful systems test, proving that the safeguards around chosen ones remain perfectly active. Your existence serves multiple functions across planes of reality. You are a beacon for other chosen ones who need to awaken to their own divine authority. You are a teacher for those who still navigate with limited awareness, guiding them toward the recognition of spiritual hierarchy and higher law. You are a demonstration of the universal principles that govern the evolution of all consciousness. The laughter once directed at you wasn't just mockery of a human being. It was mockery of cosmic order itself. And now the universe is reasserting its authority through your life, not out of vengeance, but to restore divine balance. Every interaction you have now carries purpose. Those who approach with humility and sincerity receive illumination and guidance from your presence. Those who approach with arrogance or deceit receive correction and awakening in perfect measure. Your very existence acts as a sorting mechanism. Your energy reveals the truth within everyone you encounter. And as you witness this flawless execution of cosmic justice, something shifts deep inside you. Any trace of doubt about your power dissolves. Any uncertainty about your protection evaporates. Any fear about standing in your truth disappears completely. You feel your energy recalibrating, your frequency stabilizing at a higher vibration. You walk differently now. Your voice resonates with new authority. Your presence carries a magnetic command that demands respect without needing to ask for it. The universe has just confirmed what your spirit always knew. You are chosen, protected, and guided by forces that answer directly to divine order. The change isn't just external, it's internal. You no longer see yourself as someone merely surviving the storm. You recognize that you are the storm's divine conductor. The last remnants of self-doubt fade into nothingness. You no longer question your intuition because you've witnessed it validated in cosmic detail. You have been upgraded beyond the level of personal growth. This is spiritual evolution. Your energy field now broadcasts your true nature with crystalline clarity. Your protection glows visibly in the unseen realms, signaling to every observer that divine authority surrounds you. People feel it instantly, the shift in your frequency, the command in your words, the certainty in your presence. You are no longer explaining your power, you are embodying it. Interactions now carry a new frequency because people instinctively sense they're in the presence of someone aligned with forces that transcend ordinary human understanding. But this transformation isn't just external, it runs deep within your being. Old blockages that lingered for years, perhaps decades, dissolve the moment you fully accept your cosmic identity. Limiting beliefs about your worth shatter when the universe itself proves your value beyond question. The fear of speaking your truth disappears the instant reality confirms that your voice shifts energy fields. Ironically, the one who attacked you became the catalyst for your full activation. Their mockery was the spark that ignited your total awakening. Their laughter forced the universe to move, to reveal your divine protection so unmistakably that you can never doubt it again. What was once a question has become a knowing. What was once hope has transformed into certainty. This awakening permanently upgrades your energetic baseline. You no longer operate from fear or wishful thinking. You move with the unshakable awareness that you are divinely protected and cosmically guided. You no longer wonder if your intuition is right. You trust it completely because you've seen it validated in real time. From this point forward, every interaction will feel different. Your boundaries are now crystal clear because you know they're backed by universal law. Your decisions carry a new level of confidence because you feel divine support behind every move. Your presence radiates with power because you finally understand the magnitude of the energy flowing through you. Daily life changes in ways you can't ignore. Conversations feel charged with higher resonance. Your words now carry a frequency that commands attention. Interactions shift effortlessly because others can sense your connection to something vast, intelligent, and timeless. The person who once tried to destroy you accidentally gave you the greatest gift possible. They forced the universe to demonstrate your protection so vividly that no one can ever question it again. They turned themselves into a living warning label, a permanent example of what happens when someone tests a chosen one. Their downfall wasn't your revenge, it was your elevation. It strengthened your spiritual authority and expanded your reach. People approach you differently now. The casual disrespect that others might encounter no longer touches you. The subtle testing, the boundary pushing, the quiet attempts to diminish your energy. All of it is stopped. Your reputation now enters every room before you do. People feel your frequency and adjust their behavior automatically. But this new reality is more than just divine protection. It's divine alignment. Opportunities start flowing to you with ease. Doors open that once felt sealed shut. Resources appear exactly when you need them. The right allies show up at precisely the right moments. Synchronicities multiply until they no longer feel like coincidence. They feel like confirmation that you are walking your destined path. The universe begins compensating you for every moment you were underestimated. Recognition arrives in abundance. The credit that was stolen gets returned tenfold. The validation that was denied comes back in ways that surpass imagination. Now, when new people enter your life with hidden motives, they're warned by the story of what happened to the last person who crossed you. The protection surrounding you has evolved from invisible to undeniable. Your boundaries are no longer personal preferences. They are cosmic laws, enforced by universal authority. The energy field around you naturally filters everything. Those with pure intentions feel magnetically drawn to you and find peace in your orbit. Those with manipulation in their hearts grow restless, uncomfortable, and eventually remove themselves without confrontation. Your intuition has become razor sharp because you no longer question it. When something feels off, you act. You don't overthink or doubt. You move, and in doing so, you prevent chaos before it starts. Problems no longer escalate to cosmic correction because your discernment stops them at the seed. But let's be clear, the truth is still being hidden in this world. It's censored, twisted, and buried beneath fear and illusion. Yet through all the noise, your heart has always known what's real. That's why you're still standing. That's why you never gave up. You've seen the glitches in the simulation, felt the cracks in the illusion, and recognized the divine code beneath it all. You know this world has been rigged, and you're done waiting for permission to rise. You've realized the truth. You were never meant to blend in. You were designed to wake the system up. Your real life begins within. The downfall of the one who mocked you now serves as a shield around your path, a living warning encoded in the memories of everyone who witnessed it. Their story circulates quietly, retold in whispers and online threads, becoming legend, a timeless reminder of what happens when someone disrespects a chosen one. Each retelling reinforces your protection, ensuring that potential challengers think twice before even considering crossing you. But the deeper truth is this: your protection isn't something you had to earn, nor is it a privilege granted to the flawless. It is simply a function of who you are, a natural consequence of your divine purpose. The universe doesn't guard you because you're perfect. It guards you because you're essential to the unfolding cosmic design that advances human consciousness. So here you are, chosen one, watching yet another arrogant soul learn a lesson others already knew. There are certain beings in this realm you do not test, and you stand at the top of that list. The laughter once aimed at you has transformed into cautionary whispers that now guard your name. The arrogance that dismissed your power has become awe-filled respect for forces that can't be explained but can no longer be denied. Remember how it began, with smug confidence, the gathering of spectators, the certainty that you were powerless. That confidence has now turned into confusion, fear, and a desperate attempt to understand what went wrong. The thunder within you never needed to roar for its message to be felt. Its resonance moved silently, rearranging reality itself. The person who thought mocking your energy was harmless now stands as living proof of what happens when someone mistakes a divine soul for ordinary prey. Their downfall wasn't your victory over them. It was the universe's victory through you. The laughter meant to belittle you instead summoned forces that amplified your power. The mockery that was supposed to weaken you became the catalyst for the universe to showcase your protection. Their attempts to destroy your image only ended up building your legacy. Every plan, every rumor, every act of manipulation backfired with mathematical perfection. They tried to isolate you, yet isolation became their fate. They tried to make you look ridiculous, yet they became the cosmic punchline. They tried to drain your light, but instead they drained their own vitality by violating universal law. The cycle of divine justice has completed itself flawlessly. Now the one who laughed trembles at the memory of it. The one who dismissed your intuition now walks through the very storms you tried to warn them about. The one who mocked your connection to higher intelligence now feels that intelligence pressing down upon them. And you remain exactly where you've always been, centered in timeless power, shielded by forces that govern galaxies, aligned with intelligence that steers creation itself. The only thing that changed is that everyone else can finally see what you've always known. The protection that once operated invisibly around you has become visible to anyone wise enough to notice the patterns. The sweetest irony is that this person created their own legend by trying to tarnish yours. They wanted to make you infamous through mockery. Instead, they made themselves infamous as the embodiment of cosmic justice. Their downfall is now a parable, a tale that will echo whenever someone contemplates disrespecting a chosen one. And the cycle continues. New challengers will appear, boundaries will be tested, and cosmic law will respond with exact precision. Each time, witnesses will spread the story further, reinforcing your safety without you lifting a finger. You'll continue walking your path under the guardianship of the same forces that move planets through space, knowing that anyone who interferes will face consequences precisely tailored to their intent. That's all for today. Dear Father, I pray for the growth of my faith. Help me trust you even when physical evidence is lacking. Let me believe in your perpetual presence, knowing you will never harm me. I understand that your thoughts for me are thoughts of prosperity and not harm to give me a good future. Thank you, gracious and eternal Father, for always listening to my voice. I offer up this prayer to you in the name of Jesus. Amen. Thank you, Jesus, for your love and provision. I am grateful for your presence in my life and the abundance you bring. If this video resonated with you, please like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with those who need to hear this message. Leave a comment below about your journey and how you are preparing for your own triumphant return. If you'd like to support our work, please consider contributing through Buy Me a Coffee. This helps us continually improve our content to offer you the best. The link to Buy Me a Coffee is in the description. No gift is too small. Whether it's a penny, a prayer, or a share, your generosity helps spread God's word and brings hope to others. Don't stop here. Watch our next video for powerful revelations about the signs that reveal you are the chosen one. We've enjoyed following this spiritual journey with you. Thank you for staying with us until the end. Keep shining brightly and embrace your destiny with courage. See you next time. Blessings to all the beautiful souls from the Enlighten Wisdom.